All right, what we're going to talk about now is routing. So what I'd like is if somebody types in, the website forward slash and they type in art, they can route to a page that actually shows my artwork. So back in Visual Studio here, remember we have all of these great files, and this is actually kind of my favorite part of Angular is this setup right here. We have this app component.ts, and we have all these different files, and we have essentially the app component HTML, which is our main styling page. And I reiterate this over and over again because Angular in general and all of this stuff you can forget a lot. It can be quite confusing. All right, so how do we do this? Well, let me close these out for a second. And I'm going to go over to my app-routing.module.ts file. And you'll see here, we have this constant, essentially variable here of type routes that's an array of routes to our different area. And pay close attention to a couple things. We have an import statement here, so we have to import something in. Let me go ahead and close this out for a second. We have this exporter here for exporting our app. And then we have these modules here, which sort of control our routing. Now this area, the top part is probably our most important. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter in here. Now let's create a object that's going to take us actually to our art listings component. So the way you do that is with a open and close curly braces and the word path. So you can see it's here. And then colon, and then whatever you want that path name to be. So let's say I just want mine to be art for now. Then I need to specify the component that I'd like to bring into this. So let's make sure that we have a comma here, and then we type out component. There we go. That's the guy we're looking for. So which component are we looking for, right? So we have all these different art listing component or all this other good stuff. Now, if you typed in the other modules or the other extensions properly, watch what happens when I type out art. This is the component I want. I want to get this art listings component here. And you could see here it says cell art, source, app, art listings. And then here, let's read more. Art listings component, class art listings component. Do you see where it says class art listings component here? So if I select this is the component that we want. And you might, well, where is that? What does this mean? Where does this come from? And notice automatically at the top, this is why I wanted you to pay attention to this. It automatically imported it for me. If your extensions aren't there or you don't care to install more stuff on your computer, just type this out. This is how you get it. And then this is directory from artlistings.component. And this is the class name, just so you don't get confused. So if I go to my art listings component here, notice my selector here. This is app art listings component. Notice the exported class. If you're not familiar with JavaScript, this is what it's loading into our app routing module. So now if I hit Control S here and we go to our art listings component here, the HTML, it says thank you for looking at my art, right? Or at, which is, I'm surprised I didn't catch that. Then we go back here for a second and I open this up and I do /art and I hit enter. Thank you for looking at my art. Thank you for looking at my art. Welcome to my art portfolio site. So it's like double loading it right now. So, and the reason for that is it's an easy fix. It's just if we go back to our app listing component HTML, remember we have, not art listing. If we go back to our app listing component, we are still loading in our art listings here. So if I delete that, which is what we don't want to do, we want to automatically just route to those different pages within this page. And that's what this router outlet does. So hopefully that was clear enough for you. And just pay attention. This app routing module is so important because we route all of our pages into this. So I'm going to kill this video here, and then what we'll do in the next one is we'll use that generate the generate command that we did, the ng-generate component, to generate a bunch of different pages for our site, like buy, sell, edit, and all that other good stuff.